Alex Crook from TalkSport tweeted after the Sheffield United game saying, Marco Silva confirmed to TalkSport he is in talks over a new Fulham FC contract. And quote, we have been speaking, and with the decisions I made last summer and last season as well, the club know my decision. The business is not done yet. We have much more to do and to improve. And then I was kind of getting ready, thinking, right, this contract's going to drop any second if he's already talking about it to the press. Obviously, nothing as of yet. Any update on that? Because I kind of was under the impression, and I think most people were as well, that it all kind of was dead.
Marco Silva said he's been talking to the club for quite a while. Whenever we've brought it up. And the last time we brought it up was last month, I think. Maybe it was towards the end of the transfer window. But basically, as it stands, I don't know of any particular change in the position. The offer is there for Marco Silva, has been. He stalled in the summer, we saw that, but he chose not to leave, which was obviously quite encouraging. As it stands, I don't think there's been any material change. I think the transfer window was always going to be important. I remember when we were talking about the speculation around João Palhinha and Alexander Mitrovic and Silva at the time, and I wrote a piece about that, about Fulham's task of holding on to their key players. And I think at the time I wrote that Silva was stalling on the contract, and I don't necessarily think anything has changed since. So maybe it will have. I think it will be brought up again after being asked by TalkSport this week. I think it's the most pressing contract thing at Fulham. It's the most pressing thing now. We can talk about Palhinha separately and whatever happens in January, but I think Marco Silva is more important than that at the moment in terms of the direction of the club. And I think either way, there's going to need to be some kind of decision for forward planning. If the club are in a more stable position coming into January, I don't think it feels as pressing. But post January, looking at that summer, then you're going to want to start thinking ahead about what's coming. But yeah, at the moment, at least to my knowledge, there's nothing changed. As far as Silva's contentment is, I've not heard anything to the contrary about his position. He seems to be happy with what he's got at the moment. He's content with the squad he's working with. So let's see. It was a very uncertain summer. So now that we're into the swing of things, let's see what comes out. But yeah, as I say, he's mentioned that they've been talking for some time. So whether there's been anything's come to fruition, I'm not so sure.